Hello, dear students, welcome to the English class. In the previous class, we started the lesson Everything I Need to Know. I Learned in the Forest, written by Vandana Shiva. Now, we stopped here. The Dead Earth World View. Okay, see, the dead earth means what? Who made this living earth as dead earth? Only human beings made this living earth, this living mother earth as dead earth because of globalization, because of industrialism. So this dead earth has to change with living earth. It has to change with vibrant earth. Vibrant means green earth. Already when Vandana Shiva involved with the Chipko movement, she come to know in which manners every year deforestation was going on in India. So in order to come out from that deforestation, in order to develop harmony with nature, she suggested the concept biodiversity. Because human beings are monoculturists, they are addicting with the single idea, so all the imbalance was going on in the nature, in the environment. So she gave a concept biodiversity, jiva vaividhyate. She gave a concept. The human being has to maintain and develop good relationship with other creatures of the earth. After that, she talks about the rights of nature. In order to control the human behaviors, on the celebration of Earth Day, Ikidur given some rights of nature. In that, there was a list of rights which was given by the nature to the man that has to follow by the people of the earth. Otherwise these people are going to kill themselves. Why? Because of globalization, because of this industrialism, the earth was losing its potentiality. So here, how that earth was going to spoil day by day, that going to damage the human life also. So man has to think that he has not to spoil the earth, he has not to spoil the nature which he himself was staying and living. And why man is going to spoil the nature, and why he has developed some imbalance and disharmony with the nature? Behind that there was a concept, that is separatism. This concept was found by Cormac Cullinan, one of the South African environmentalists. He says, because all the destructive activities of human beings, behind there was an idea, that is separatism. Separatism means man was thinking that he was not belonged to the nature. Whatever that nature was going to spoil, that is not going to affect him. He forgot that he was also the part of nature. Damaging the earth is going to damage the human life severely. That he forgot. That is idea of separatism. So Cormac Cullinan says that we have to change with separatism to anti-apartheid. Apartheid means we have to think that we are also part of the earth. Apartheid, eco-apartheid, that is called eco-apartheid, means we have to think we are also part of the earth. So we have to develop some balance, some harmony with the nature. That is apartheid. Here the dead earth world view talks about, because of this separatism, that earth become as a dead matter. Human beings are developing globalization and industrialism. There was an industrial revolution on the earth. Because of that, earth become as a dead matter. So we have to change from this separatism to anti-apartheid. We have to change this separatism to with the apartheid. So the war against the earth began with this idea of separateness. Its contemporary seeds were sown when the living earth was transferred into dead matter to facilitate the industrial revolution. Because of industrial revolution, because of globalization, this living earth was changed into dead matter. So we have to change from separateness to apartheid. Because of separateness only, we are going to make some damages on our earth, on the living earth. Because of that, our living earth became as a dead matter. Monocultures replaced diversity. In order to develop some harmony with the nature, this monocultures of mind was replaced with diversity, with biodiversity. That was a change to bring harmony with the nature, between human beings and nature. One more change we have to make, that is, this separateness has to replace with apartheid. See, here replaced diversity, raw materials and dead matter replaced vibrant earth. Because of monocultures of mind, that raw materials were changed with diversity. That dead material was changed with vibrant earth. Vibrant earth means green earth. Terra nullius means empty land, ready for occupation regardless of the presence of indigenous peoples. See, because of this biodiversity, this empty earth is going to fill with a lot of different native peoples. Replaced terra madre. Replaced means here this dead earth was going to replace with terra madre. Empty earth was going to replace with terra madre. Madre means mother earth. Mother earth means living earth, vibrant earth. So because of this biodiversity, this empty earth was going to change with terra madre, with living earth. One more idea, that is separateness has to change with apartheid. See, here he talks about Francis Bacon's idea and Colin Merchant's idea. Francis Bacon was called as a father of science, and he says that science has the capacity to control the earth. But being a philosopher, Colin Merchant says, no, Mother Earth is living nature. Mother Earth is a living earth. She has the capacity to change the dead into living. So no one is going to defeat her. No one is going to dominate her. See, why? Because of this separateness, human beings are thinking that science has the capacity, because they are thinking that earth, we are separated from this mother earth, so we are superior than her, according to Francis Bacon's view. But Colin Merchant says, no, we are not separated from the mother earth, and mother earth has the capacity to change dead to the living. No one is going to defeat her. See, this philosophy goes back to Francis Bacon. Which philosophy? Apartheid philosophy. Goes back to Francis Bacon, called the father of modern science, who said that science and the inventions that result do not merely exert a gentle guidance over nature's course. They have the power to conquer and subdue her, to shake her to her foundations. Francis Bacon, father of modern science, he says, science and inventions, because of the result of science and its inventions, its researchers, they have the capacity to give the gentle guidance to the nature, to the ecosystem. Science has the capacity to guide the ecosystem, to guide the nature. Not only guiding, it has the power to conquer. Conquer means defeat. Science and its inventions has the power to control the nature and to conquer and subdue her. Subdue her means to defeat her, to shake her to her foundations. ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬುನಾದಿ. ಒಂದು ನಿಸರ್ಗದ ಬುನಾದಿಯನ್ನೇ ಅಲುಗಾಡಿಸುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಸೈನ್ಸು, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಬೇಕನ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ದ ಫಿಲಾಸಫರ್ ಕರ್ಲಿನ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಸೇಸ್, no one is going to defeat the mother earth. No one is going to dominate the mother earth. Francis Bacon says, science has the power to defeat the mother earth, to dominate the mother earth. Caroline Merchant says, no one is going to defeat the mother earth because she has unique character. That is, she has to change dead into living because she is life-giving mother. As philosopher and historian, Caroline Merchant points out this shift of perspective form of nature as a living, nurturing mother. Caroline Merchant, as a philosopher, she found that mother, his perspective means, according to his views, Mother Earth is not only a mother, she is a living, nurturing mother. To inert, to change the dead and manipulate matter was well suited to the activities that would lead to capitalism. See, she has the power to change the dead to manipulate the dead matter into living. Mother Earth is life-giving. ಜೀವದಾತೆ. ಭೂಮಿ ತಾಯಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಜೀವ ಸಂಕುಲಗಳಿಗೆ ಜೀವವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರ ಪಾಲನೆ ಪೋಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವಳು. ಅವಳನ್ನು ಸೋಲಿಸುವಲು ಯಾವ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದರು? ಕ್ಯಾರೋಲಿನ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆದರೆ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಬೇಕನ್ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ತಂದೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಸಿಕೊಂಡವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದರು? ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನೇ ಅಲುಗಾಡಿಸುವ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ, ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನೇ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಇರುವುದಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ದೆನ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಸೂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲಿಸಮ್. ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಬೇಕನ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲಿಸಮ್, ಬಂಡವಾಳಶಾಹಿ. ಯಾವ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು ಅಲುಗಾಡಿಸುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೂ ಅದು ಕೇವಲ ಬಂಡವಾಳಶಾಹಿಯವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಬೇಕನ್ ಅವರೇ, ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಾನವನಾಗಿ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಭೂಮಿ ತಾಯಿಯ ಆಸರೆಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು. ಭೂಮಿ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಗನಾಗಿ, ಅವರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆ ತಾಯಿಯ ಎದೆಯನ್ನು ಸೀಳಿ ಅವಳಿಂದ ಖನಿಜಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯುವುದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವಳನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಾಶಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾರೋಲಿನ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. The domination images created by Bacon and other leaders of the scientific revolution replaced those of the nurturing mother. These scientists and scientific revolutions were changed and replaced the nurturing mother earth with the science, removing a cultural constraint means control, constraint on the exploitation of nature. That is nothing but an exploitation of nature. One does not readily slay a mother, dig into her entrails. Entrails means internal part. Entrails for gold or mutilate her body. Merchant wrote. See, merchant wrote that. Just he talks with the Bacon and other leaders of scientific inventions, scientific revolutions. He says, we are like a children of Mother Earth. We have to some show our devotees towards Mother Earth. Why? Because no child is going to kill, no child is going to slay a Mother Earth in this way. Because of scientific inventions, we are digging. Because of under this science, we are exploiting the Mother Earth according to our wishes. We should not do like that. We have to respect and we have to develop some harmony with the Mother Earth. Being the children, being the child of this living Mother Earth, we have to develop some harmony. That is the idea of Caroline Merchant. See here why Vandana Shiva talks about Francis Bacon's idea was different from Caroline Merchant, because of this apartheid. Here Francis Bacon followed separateness, and Caroline Merchant follows apartheid. So there must our society must go on. Human beings must go on with anti-apartheid movement. In this way, she talks about Francis Bacon's idea and she compares his idea with Caroline Merchant philosophical perspectives. Okay, next, what nature teaches. See, Vandana Shiva, her journey started with the forests of Himalaya, and she got the opportunity to involve in the Chipko movement. When she was there in the Chipko movement, she recorded all the deforestation was going on in the forests of Himalaya. Year by year she recorded, and then she come to know how in the large scale of deforestation was going on. For that she wanted to bring some kind of balance in there was imbalance with the nature. There was a disharmony with the nature human beings are showing. That she wanted to develop some harmony with the nature. She wanted to develop some changes. Then she found the concept biodiversity. So she says monocultures of mind has to change with the biodiversity. After that, she found that human being has to act according to the rights of nature. That is, then only the human beings are going to develop harmony with the nature. Then she talks about separateness. Why human beings are spoiling the nature according to their wishes, and in the name of globalization and industrialism, that earth was going to spoil day by day. That he has to stop. He is thinking that he was separated from the earth, but that is his illusion. In reality, he was also the part of the earth. He has to develop apartheid. She talks about Cormac Cullinan's anti-apartheid movement, which was started in South Africa. So after that, because of this globalization and scientific inventions, this living earth was changed into dead matter. So according to Vandana Shiva, but that monocultures of mind has to change with biodiversity. Then the idea of separateness has to change with anti-apartheid. Like this, she is suggesting how to develop harmony, balance with the nature. In the same way, here she talks about our living earth, Mother Earth, has the great capacity whatever the damages was happened on the earth, she has the capacity to rebuild those damages. So she says, earth is the teacher. The nature is the teacher. Why? Because she know how to bring the balance again. See? Today, at a time of multiple crises intensified by globalization, we need to move away from the paradigm of nature as dead matter. See, because of this globalization, because of this industrialism, many crises were happened on this Mother Earth. We need to move away from that paradigm. Paradigm means model. That paradigm of nature. Now the paradigm of nature is like a dead matter. Already we spoiled a lot. We spoiled the nature a lot. We have to move from that dead matter to the living earth. We need to move to an ecological paradigm. We have to move from dead matter to the living matter. That is ecological paradigm. Paradigm means model. And for this, the best teacher is nature herself. So we have to leave all the responsibilities on the nature, and we have to stop our destructive activities. Then nature has the capacity to bring the balance, natural balance, eco balance again. So she says nature is the great teacher. Then the Earth University teaches Earth democracy. Earth University means nature is the teacher. No human being is going to bring the balance. Whatever the damages he did in the nature, he is not going to rebuild all the damages. But the Mother Earth has the capacity. She has the capacity to reconstruct all the damages on the earth. That is Earth democracy, which is the freedom for all species to evolve within the web of life. The Earth University, that Earth teaches the Earth teaches us about Earth democracy. Human beings has to develop Earth democracy. What is democracy? What is Earth democracy? It means freedom for all the species to evolve within the web of life. According to the Earth democracy, Earth gives freedom all the creatures of the nature to live. Evolve means to grow within their web of life. ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಈ ಭೂಮಿ ತನ್ನ ಜೀವರಾಶಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದನ್ನು ಅರ್ತ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ human beings are also got that same freedom and responsibility to live and allow to live all the creatures. He has to co-create all the creatures along with his life. As members of the earth family, he has to consider all the other creatures like animals, birds of his family. He is also one among the family of this nature. Then to recognize, protect and respect the rights of other species. Now he is not recognized, he is not thinking about other creatures' freedom. He is not there to protect their rights. He is only thinking about his life and his comfortability and his freedom. Now Earth democracy teaches human beings to think that he is also the member of earth family. Then he has to protect the freedom of other species. He has to recognize and protect and respect the rights of other species. Then only he can develop some balance in the nature. See, Earth democracy is a shift from anthropocentrism to ecocentrism. Man has to change his attitude. Now anthropocentrism attitude he is showing. Anthropocentrism means ಮಾನವ ಕೇಂದ್ರಿತ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನದಿಂದ ಇಕೋಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಪರಿಸರ ಕೇಂದ್ರಿತ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಬೆಳೆಸಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. And science, we all depend on the earth. Earth democracy translates into human rights to food and water, to freedom for hunger and thirst. Here, earth democracy, it teaches human beings that freedom to live freely on this earth, to get food, to get water from the nature. See, earth democracy gave the right to all its species, to all the creatures of the earth, to live on the earth, to get food from the earth, to get water in order to satisfy their hunger and thirst. This is about earth democracy. Now, this earth democracy was considered as the earth university, as a nature as a teacher, and this earth democracy was established in the Navadhanya form. Already Navadhanya form, Vandana was started in order to develop the biodiversity, and in this Navadhanya movement only, in this Navadhanya form, she started earth democracy, that is earth university. Because the earth university is located at Navadhanya, a biodiversity farm. Participants learn to work with living seeds, living soil and the web of life. Here in this Navadhanya form, in order to teach human beings that nature is a great teacher, so she gave one opportunity to these people how that nature is a great teacher. So she here in this she called it as a earth university. In this earth university, participants means students learn to work with living seeds. All that university gives the practical knowledge how that Mother Earth teaches, and how that Mother Earth was a great teacher. These learners work with living seeds, living soil and the web of life, and they develop good balance with other creatures of the forest, of the earth. Participants include farmers. The participants of the Earth University are farmers, school children and people from across the world. Many people were participated as a learners in this Earth University. There they got the practical knowledge of earth, and earth is going to teach them. Two of our most popular courses are the A to Z of organic farming and agroecology, and Gandhi and globalization. These two subjects we are going to teach in the Earth University that was situated in the Navadhanya form. In this Navadhanya form, everything was that learning was going on the basis of practical aspects with the real situation that participants were going to learn about organic farming and agroecology and about Gandhiji's globalization. Okay, dear students, we will stop here. Until here, we studied about Vandana Shiva's ecological journey, her involvement in the Chipko movement. In the Chipko movement, she come to know about monocultures of mind. So she suggested and she talks about her concept biodiversity is needed to kill and to turn these monocultures of mind. Then she talks about rights of nature. Rights of nature was provided by the Ecuador. Why? Because in order to control the activities, destructive activities of human beings. And there was a question, why human beings are there to spoil the nature in order to develop some industrialism. He was spoiling the nature, and he was spoiling the forests also. Why? Because of this separateness. The idea of separateness made him to spoil the nature. So he has to develop apartheid. And apartheid means he has to think that he was also the part of nature. Then she talks about earth as a dead matter. See, some people under science, we are considering earth as a dead matter. She don't have any capacity. But science and its inventions are having the capacity to control the earth. But in reality, the great philosopher Calvin Merchant says, no, our mother living earth has the capacity to control and to give the life to the dead also. So no one is going to control living and nurturing Mother Earth. Then she talks about earth democracy. Earth democracy. Earth gave some rights to its creatures. That is, she gave the freedom for all the species to evolve, to live within their life. So, but human beings are controlling all the other creatures. They are not giving their freedom here always. They are entering into their own rights. But man has to control his behaviors. He has to provide some freedom for other species also. That was taught by the Earth University in the Navadanya form. Navadanya form, she started the Earth University. In that university, they are going to teach about Earth democracy. Many participants joined that university, and that education of that university is practical based with living organisms. They are working. Okay, this is about the Earth University. Okay, dear students, we will stop here. Thank you.